Hello, hello, and hello. Welcome to my amateur YouTube channel. I'm your friendly, usually friendly, neighborhood Canadian, RVD, the Dudar. That is my new PC, well, mostly PC, YouTube channel identity. Some people call me Reed. Anyway, I'm recording this video April. What date is it? It feels like time has lost all meaning. Tuesday, April 29th. Coca-Cola is my life, is my friend, is my lifeblood. And I'm recording this video in my bedroom, in my house, back in Edmonton. Holy mother effer, mother trucker. I am so glad to be back. I've been home now 9 days, I want to say. And I'm so happy to be home. You can see the pop culture nerd, man-child posters in the back. You know, just living that bachelor life. You know, that's what you got to do. You got to do what makes you happy, right? And you got to make sure your house, your confines, your quarantine station is happy. Anyway, I'm so happy to be recording this video. This is just a little update, life update. I'm giddy. I'm sorry. I'm just giddy. I'm so happy to be home. I was away, obviously, working out of town for 39 days. 39 days I was away from my house, from my bed, from my pillows, I have awesome pillows. My roommate, I have a pretty awesome roommate, and Edmonton and everything. And during that time period is when the world altered. The world went nuts. The world stopped because of the beer virus. The beer virus. I don't think we're allowed to say it. YouTube's weird, right? Why is the United States so weird? Why are Americans so weird, right? If I had pictures of guns around my bedroom, if I was showing, mass murders on my YouTube channel, that would be okay. But if you're an American, you get angry over women, naked women, women who want to control their bodies. You're threatened. If you're an American, you're insecure, you're racist, you're an American, you're stupid, you're uneducated. And you can't talk about the name of the pandemic that is affecting the entire world. I don't think you can. Based on the 5,500 YouTube channels that are now available. Holy cow. Listen, this is just a weird life update video. It's going to cover a couple random topics. I'm even wearing my ring. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be home. Have I mentioned I'm happy to be home? I'm so happy to be home. Even in this pandemic. Because at least in my home, in my house, I have my thousands of movies, my thousands of Blu-rays, DVDs, my music, my CD collection, my TVs, my 4K smart TV, my HD, my wallet, access to my money, walking distance from a 7-Eleven, walking distance from other little, amenities in this new COVID world. Yeah. 39 days. That was a long time. That was I think the longest trip I went, I think I did a 17-day trip once, and by the end of that I was like, oh my god, restless and antsy and irritable and that was like a planned kind of thing that maybe ran a couple days longer, but no, this was not the plan. Things happened, had to cover for people, which, it benefited me, of course. It was nice to work. It was nice to make some money. It was nice to stay active. It was nice to keep busy, of course, based on all the mass, hysteria, news reports. But I can tell you, now that I'm back in Edmonton, last week was mostly just settling in, resting my body, being lazy, taking naps, trying to come up with some kind of weird sleep schedule, because my last 8 or 9 days working in small town LLB, I was, staying in a hotel room, and I was sleeping till about 1 in the afternoon and staying up to about 4 or 5 in the morning, and watching the news and watching stuff on my laptop, and discovering Spotify because it's 2020 and I'm old school, and I was really craving music, and I wanted more than the 150 songs I had on my iPhone, and it was just a weird situation to be in. Of course, nothing ever works out the way, if I even come up with a plan to do something, it usually backfires. Something always happens. But anyway, I'm so happy to be home. My main man, Devin, we'll call him Devin. That might be his name. He was my exit plan. I was able to escape. When did I escape? Saturday night. Saturday, April 18th. I worked a few hours. My boss was working. Me and Devin were working together. And it was a slower evening, which is surprising because, it was just weird. Anyway, we were able to get the night off. We were able to go home early. And Devin was like, hey, I'm going to take you home. He was always going to give me a ride back to Edmonton whenever that was. And there was a plan for me to try to get an emergency trip back to Edmonton to, maybe get my wallet, maybe get access to some money, maybe bring some more clothing, important stuff. Maybe some comforts at home while I was staying in a hotel room for almost 3 weeks, off and on. But that didn't pan out, which was fine. It was, it sucked, but that made my last week working out of town. It was getting to me. It really was. It really was. I'm a good man. I'm a team player. I like to keep a positive attitude. I like to fake it a lot when I have to, especially in work situations, because of, if you're a manager, you're a supervisor, if you're someone leading people, it is your responsibility to come into work in a good mood, be happy, be the light in the darkness, to be an inspiration, to be positive. It's one of my best qualities, actually, and sometimes you don't find that with other people. And my last week there, I was just, missing my roommate, missing my bed, missing my comforts, and we were still in flabbergasted about how so many people in a small town can waste their money or be so clueless about a pandemic that is killing people around the world. But in this small town that I was working at, they're like, who cares? Let's order lots of takeout food. Let's order $150 worth of takeout food every night. Who cares? Why cook and feed your kids? It was ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. That town is out of touch anyway. On a good day, that place is 15, 20 years behind modern times. 3 different cultures, racism against each other. Gas is the most expensive in Canada, probably. But anyway, their reaction to the pandemic was unbelievable. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Fortunately, the place where I work and was helping out, they're run by smart, sane, intelligent people. And precautions were taken before, super secure, super clean, super sanitized, good procedure, all that. Before it even became a big thing. My boss was on it before I even came back to help. So it was nice. We were in a bubble of the only sane place in the small town. And outside of the bubble was darkness and scary and plague. Possible plague, because who knows? I feel bad for the people that have to continue to keep working, because I'm worried about them. Because that town, it's scary, man. It's scary. It's scary. There were a couple places. There's one grocery store in that town that got it. They were on it. They were social distancing, limiting capacity, keeping stuff clean, the whole 9 yards. And then there's another grocery store where it's the Wild Wild West. They didn't care how many people were in. Most people didn't care about social distancing. Like, it was either you go to this one grocery store and you have a chance to stay alive and stay healthy. You go to this other grocery store, you're probably gonna like die. It was that bad, like ridiculous. Anyway, I'm happy to be home. I'm in Edmonton, and last week was nice to just settle in and then get updated on the new reality of living in a city. Right, Edmonton's a pretty big city. And I'm lucky. I'm in the province of Alberta. Beer virus cases, aren't as high as other places in Canada, but especially in Edmonton compared to Calgary, holy cow, it's night and day. So thank Zeus for that. But the new reality, living in the new world, like I got to go to Walmart. I got to see how that works. Got to wait in line and social distance and limited capacity, and every aisle in Walmart has arrows, so it's like one way, one aisle, one way another, and then going to Safeway and same kind of thing, and experiencing the joys of getting takeout food on occasion and order delivery where they drop it off at your door, like you pay for it, in advance, and then they'll like drop it off at your door. They'll knock and they'll go, like no contact delivery or something. It's weird. It's a weird thing. So I had to like get caught up on all this stuff because I've been watching the news the 39 days pretty much. I was working out of town and stuff, but since I've come back to Edmonton, I'll catch a little bit of the national. I'll YouTube it because I haven't had cable in any place that I've lived in a few years. Most of the time I haven't had cable most of this decade. Last 15 years, to be honest. Usually don't have network TV because I own thousands of movies, and obviously the last 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, streaming, blah blah blah, Netflix and Crave TV and all that stuff. So plus owning being a huge movie collector and everything, I don't need, but I'm so happy I'm watching less news now that I'm back in Edmonton. I'm so happy, which is great. Because I feel like if you watch too much news, you kind of get caught up, in despair, in the situation, in the facts they're presenting. It's weird. Ever since it started, they never really focused on the recovery. They never focused on the percentages of how many people were getting sick, what the recovery rate. It's weird that they don't hammer those points in, and there are fair questions to be asked. There are fair critiques to go, hey, why didn't you do this? And why aren't we, isolating, the elderly? Why didn't we close the borders sooner, especially to, China? Right? Stuff like that. Those are, and you can always look back and dissect things. But it's just interesting to see the world we're living in and the situation of the new world. Steal that from The Walking Dead. So yeah, the last week I've just been chilling, sleeping, napping, doing stuff with my laptop, catching up on some adult educational material that I haven't even really watched, just acquiring it, downloading it, because back having unlimited internet is a thing. And, I don't like to abuse that when I stay. When I stay with my boss, I try... I use, internet for my phone and my laptop when I bring it and stuff, but, I'm not downloading, adult content. I feel that's, rude. And then staying at the hotel, I didn't want to, even though I had pretty good internet at the hotel, I just felt it was weird to... Anyway, so I was catching up on other things that pique a man's interest, like myself. And I'm so behind on YouTube stuff, Robert Meyer Burnett, trying to catch up on that and all these other YouTube stuff that I like to watch. I'm going to get into that YouTube thing in a minute. And, catching up with my roommate, watching movies with my roommate every couple nights. We've been watching movies he's never seen before. We watched, Commando last night, which was horrible. Don't watch Commando, especially if you haven't watched it in 15 or 20 years. Holy F. We were literally laughing at that movie. Some movies just don't hold up over time. Some movies do. Some movies are timeless classics. Some movies are cult classics. Some movies you gotta overlook certain things. But Commando, I dare you, watch Commando now. Oh my god. Arnold's not even like shooting straight, and he's killing all these people. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Total 80s cliches with the worst music score. Horrible, horrible background dramatic score. Like, oh my god, it was. Oh. If you're bored, you want a good laugh, and even if you like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you're a middle-aged man like myself, and fucking check out Commando. Oh my god, check out Commando and be prepared to laugh. What else have we watched? We watched Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. I feel like I'm starting to get Alzheimer's. It's fucking weird. I'm starting to like forget simple things. It's weird. I mean, I don't, but like maybe there's secret stress. But we've been watching some movies he's never watched before. So I'm trying to think what else we watched. I'm gonna have to like look it up. It's weird. Like I didn't like a week ago. I legit forgot who won Best Picture for 2019. I was like, what won Best Picture? I'm like, I knew Green Book won it for 2018, and I knew that stupid The Shape of Water, where a fish has sex with a blind woman or something, won it in 2017. But I was like, I couldn't remember what won Best Picture like just a couple months ago. I'm the guy that knows Daniel I know lots of obscure things, so it's a little concerning when I don't remember certain key pieces of information. But yeah, so we watched Commando, we watched Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. I want to use this time to like catch up on movies I've never watched, because I own about 30 movies that I've never watched. It's crazy. But we're doing stuff, I'm trying to stay in my roommate's good books, all that stuff. What else did we watch? I'm trying to figure it out what we watched. Sorry, I'm looking on my phone. What the hell? Oh, and my first night back, my roommate ordered me pizza, my favorite pizza in the world, Panago Pizza, New York Deli, extra cheese, with jalapeno ranch dips. That was effing amazing. Yeah, so let me just quickly check. What did we watch? Sorry. Oh, we watched Pain and Gain. He'd never seen Pain and Gain before. One of the Michael Bay movies people forget that it's pretty well made, pretty entertaining, pretty funny. Like some laugh out loud moments with The Rock in it. Canadian porn star Nikki Benz has a brief little couple scenes as a stripper. If you know who Nikki Benz is, you'll recognize her because she's pretty hot, even though that movie came out like 7-8 years ago now. But Nikki Benz is still hot, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, we watched Pain and Gain, which he really liked. And then we watched Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. And then we watched The Wedding Singer. He hadn't watched The Wedding Singer. So we did that. That was fun. That was not bad. Drew Barrymore was pretty cute in that movie. Like my other roommate, my ex-roommate, the guy, big haircut, he was like the world's biggest Adam Sandler fan. And I don't mind Adam Sandler, but like Wedding Singer is one of the movies everyone loves. So we watched The Wedding Singer. And then, yeah, he's just coming up with little lists of movies, and, I'm spending time with him, because that's cool. I like that. So, I've been doing that. I've been doing a marathon, rewatching Dexter. I'm on season 5. Dexter, one of my favorite TV shows of the last 15 years. A show I never got into, amazingly. My mom, may she rest in peace, loved Dexter, and she loved it before I did. And she actually eventually got me into it. So did my ex-roommate, one of my best friends, big haircut. All the people I worked with at a certain restaurant in 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, everyone watched Dexter, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I eventually got into Dexter. I want to say season 5, I started watching Dexter live when it was on TV, and then caught up on it, obviously. So yeah, I'm rewatching all the seasons of Dexter right now as I'm doing other things around the house. Catching up on dishes, cleaning, making sure stuff's clean, quarantining, self-isolating, all that stuff. We pick certain days, twice a week, to go to Safeway or to Walmart to get grocery supplies. My friend Bruce calls it going out hunting and gathering. in the new world. So we do that. We pick, and then I walk every day, and I walk to my local 7-Eleven to get some Coca-Cola. And that's pretty much it. Stay in. I have lots of movies. This is what I wanted. I wanted to just relax. So that's what I've been doing, and I've been happy doing it. Yeah, so I'm probably going to do this for another week or so. I'm going to just see. I don't know. I can live cheap. I can live cheap. Catch up on some bills. Catching up on little, OCD nerd things that I want to do that will make me happy, whether it's organizing stuff or, going through stuff on my laptop and organizing it, into like Kendra Lust and Alexis Fox and, Reagan Fox, little name dropping, Brandy Love. And then I really want to do a whole wrestling thing, like get back into wrestling and remember the glory days of professional wrestling, so, but I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay. I don't know. We'll see. I need a break. I needed a break. And, if I'm required to help my part-time job out of town to help, I probably would again, but I'm not going to go out of my way. Like I said, I just, I needed 39 days was too long to be away from so much stuff when I only planned to be there for 6 or 7 days, and I packed for a week, except for extra underwear. See? This is the kind of candor you get from me, RVD, your friendly Canadian guy. So I'm just going to quickly end this random video update on, holy cow. Okay, so Collider, at the beginning of the year, went crazy, and they laid off a whole bunch of people. So there's all these people that were on Collider over the last few years, and then all the YouTube pop culture entertainment, because there's a lot of people, there's a lot of personalities on YouTube that we like, Robert Meyer Burnett is one of my favorite people, and Dan Murrell, who was one of the Screen Junkies guys, Dan Murrell, one of the best YouTube analytics guy, he really knows how to break down movies and talk about facts. He's a really good guy, seems like it. He started his own YouTube channel, but all those Collider people, Roxy Strider, the Outlaw John Roca, who I like, but sometimes he's one of those people he doesn't like to be told when he's wrong. He's like, I'm right about everything, and I'm angry, and he yells a lot. He's passionate, but sometimes passionate is hidden insecurities, because, when you get loud, you get stupid, right? You get angry because, you're dumb. American traits. John Roca has a lot of those issues, but he's still a good YouTube personality. But John Campea has been around forever, but he's just begging for money all the time. It's hard to watch John Campea's show because it's money, 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 donate, buy, money, 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 money. He has a live chat. It's why do you have a live chat? No one, YouTube shouldn't cost people money, especially during this pandemic. All these YouTube people who now lost their jobs with Collider and Dan Murrell leaving Screen Junkies and stuff. There's people that are higher end, but everyone has their own channel. How are YouTube fans, right, supposed to watch all this content, all these videos, especially when they're doing 2-hour videos every day, sometimes 3? How are you supposed to do that? It'd be nice if all these YouTube people, the Collider, all those Collider people would make half-hour videos every day. That would be great, because then fans could watch them and then live their lives, even though everyone's self-isolating and quarantined. It's just ridiculous. How are you supposed to watch all this stuff, even though we're staying home? Anyway, that's how I wanted to end this weird life update. I just wanted to say hi. I'm doing well. I'm happy. I'm recouping. I'm living quarantine life, self-isolating. I'm happy. Coca-Cola. Have some food. Keeping content. It's just, I'm happy. I'm good. I'm resting. I'm probably going to take 3 weeks to just enjoy life, providing there isn't an emergency or something that requires my attention 2.5 hours away from Edmonton. We'll see. And then who knows? Maybe I'll get a job at Walmart. I don't know. Anyway, I'm happy. I just wanted to record this video. I hope you're well. Stay safe. Stay informed. Stay calm. Stay healthy. Stay inside. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Tell a friend. Hit a like on one of my videos. Really appreciate pretty nice guy for the most part. It's fucking Americans! Grr! Anyway, Kendra Lust is the greatest adult film star of all time, and Alexis Fox is amazing. So is Reagan Fox. And Bret Hart is the greatest wrestler of all time. And Mark Messier is my favorite hockey player of all time. And the New York Rangers are my favorite team. And I hope in the new reality, sports leagues can continue. The NHL can continue. Anyway, that's another video. Have a great day. Cheers. Thanks for watching. And Dexter Season 4 is the bomb. Trinity Killer, John Lithgow. Emmy-winning performance. Cheers.